Hello, my loves. We have got some new moon magic coming up this week on Wednesday with a new moon in Scorpio. Now, this is a big fuck off, massive, game changing moon, so it's one to pay attention to. And it's also really emotional and it can be quite intense. So I invite you to really lean into this and see what magic it can bring you. So, the way that this moon is working is it's bringing up to the surface all of the things that we need to release, all the things that no longer serve us. We can almost imagine it being like a beautiful lake or an ocean with a mirror-like surface, and we can see the stars reflected from above. We can see this beautiful glow of light on the top of the surface, and then when we dive down underneath, that's where we get to see what's really going on. So this is where we are able to see perhaps our shadows. We're able to see where we're not being our authentic selves. We're able to see where we're not speaking our truth. And also, likewise, we're able to see where we are. There's the opposite. So there's the above and the below. So the magic of this moon is it's bringing to awareness those things beneath the surface that need to be shifted, that need to be acknowledged, recognized, healed, changed, in order that we can move forwards. Now, if we think about the analogy of the beautiful starry sky when there's a dark moon, when there's a new moon, we can't see the moon, but we can see all of these beautiful stars illuminated. I like to use this as a metaphor as to this is our potential. This is all the amazing sparks of intention that we might have for beautiful dreams to come into fruition. It's perhaps our gifts, our magic, the things that we're able to share with the world. And what we're doing at this new moon is we're really inviting all the stuff to be released from below the surface, so we feel lighter, so we feel less hemmed in and tied down, so we can shine even fucking brighter, so we can really bring those stars and those beautiful things into our reality. Now, how do we do this, right? So what? It's shown us these things. How do we release? How do we bring down? So sometimes the seeing is the doing. Sometimes we're just aware, like, oh wow, I see that as a trait of mine, and actually maybe I can let that go. Sometimes we might want to do a fire release where we write it on a piece of paper, burn it, let it burn, sending the energy back to with the intention that we're sending the energy back to the universe with love. If we want to do a little watery releasing ritual, one of the lovely things we can do is hold a stone at our heart or any part of our body that we resonate with, and give our energy that we don't want anymore, that doesn't serve us anymore, to the pebble, and then throw it in a body of water and ask the water spirits to release it, to again send it back to the universe with love. So we've got these different ways of releasing. And then how about the bringing in? So how do we bring in our magic? Now, for this moon, I am going to be really focusing on the stars of what's my intention? What do I want to bring in? What are my gifts? How can I bring them into this reality? Now, Scorpio is all about death and rebirth. So we've focused on the death. We've focused on the letting go of the things that no longer serve us. So what's the rebirth? Now, the way that I love to do this is I love to imagine that I'm plucking the star out of the sky and I'm bringing it back down to me. Now, I like to put it in my womb space. I like to put it here because this is where we can gestate over the winter. We've just tipped over into the darkest part of the year. So we've had the Celtic New Year at Samhain, and this time between Samhain and the winter solstice is that time where we go within, where we really feel into our feminine energies. We allow ourselves to rest. We allow ourselves to incubate our ideas. We allow ourselves to dream and imagine and get excited about the things to come. And then when the sun returns, or when the days get longer on the winter solstice, this is when we can begin to really put our energy into growing these things, which we can then bring into the world. We can birth it in bulk. Now, of course, we can do this anytime, but this is a great energetic time to do it around the wheel of the year. So what's important is that we're bringing these dreams and desires and longings and yearnings into our reality here, in order for them to grow, to nourish, for us to bring in extra ideas. What is it we desire? Oh, we want a new job. What is that going to look like? We want a new place to live. What's that going to look like? We want to, I don't know, travel around the world. What's that going to look like? How exciting can it get? How exciting can it be to dream and plan and put all of our energy into that imagining, into that dream and that desire? And then we nurture it. We nurture it over this winter period. It's like we bring our star down, we put it in our body, and then let it incubate. It's a beautiful thing to do, a beautiful practice. Helps us to shine our brightest. So essentially what this Scorpio moon is doing is it's helping to shift our shit, shed our shit, however we want to put it, helping to release that so we can be more in alignment with our soul path, more in alignment with our the way that we want to live, and allowing us to really drop in during these winter months to really check in. Is this actually what I want? Is this actually what I desire? Can I then grow and nurture those ideas so we can move forwards living the most aligned life that we possibly can, the happiest life, the most joyful life, the most exciting life, whatever it is that we want to bring in, we can absolutely do that. We can bring in and manifest the fuck out of whatever we want. Dream big, okay? Dream big. When we dream small, we put a ceiling on everything. Oh yeah, maybe I'll get that house. Why not get this house, right? Why not get this house? I want to go and travel to Europe. Well, how about I want to travel to Asia? How about I want to travel to Australia? Can you see how we're raising that ceiling? And the higher our ceilings are, or when we don't have any ceilings, the greater the potential we have for bringing things into our lives. So I am wishing you a gentle Scorpio new moon. If it gets a little bit intense, then ride with it. Look after yourself. Find some self-care techniques that are really soothing. If you need some help there, please get in touch. And just imagine and dream and know that you are absolutely worthy of everything that you ask for.